Do not doubt your ability. You see, the biggest killer of dreams is doubt. When you don't believe in yourself, you start to doubt your abilities. You begin to wonder if you are as great as you think. You start to question every move you make, every step you take towards achieving a task. You begin to second guess yourself. You're not sure if what you will do the next minute is actually going to work. Don't let doubt keep you from achieving your goals, because you will not do anything if you fail to recognize your capacity. It's about time you shift your gaze and started looking or focusing on positivity. Build a positive momentum with the mindset of believing in yourself and your ability. Self-confidence is super strength. Once you believe in yourself, you will do everything better. It isn't much you can do if you do not trust yourself. Trust me, surround yourself with people who believe in you. Find great mentors, teachers, and coaches who will keep you accountable and remind you of your greatness. You must be willing every day to put in the work for your dreams. You must believe that you have what it takes inside of you, even if it's just one talent. You see, doubt kills more dreams than failure. It causes you to be stagnant. Instead of doubting your abilities when you fail, pick yourself up and work hard to correct it. Stop being pessimistic about what you can do and be more optimistic. Once your mindset is positive, you do more exploits, because doubt can constrain you from doing much. You must learn to inhale self-confidence and exhale doubt. They say garbage in, garbage out. It's a real thing. You take in doubt, you manifest disappointments. You take in self-confidence, you manifest accomplishment. The most beautiful thing you can wear, they say, is believe in yourself. And I agree absolutely with it. Life is not too easy. People talk and words can get to you. But as long as you have confidence in yourself, you'll be fine. With confidence, you make way for yourself to do exploits, and with doubt, you restrict yourself from doing extraordinary things. Doubt would only hinder your abilities. So open your eyes to see all the great things you can do. And the one person that needs to believe in you is you. You lose when you doubt yourself. Take that step, believe in your ability, and see what happens. Think of yourself as a child. You do not understand a child's ability if you keep restricting the child due to doubt. Your feelings, in fact, affect the child, and so you must put on a fierce face. Show yourself how confident you can be and watch how you can attain everything. With doubt, you lose before you even start. But a confident person goes ahead and conquers twice and more. What holds you back is who you think you are. Win the battle in your mind. Realizing one's potential is the first step to doing great things. Now, let me tell you more. Doubt is like a voice. It says you can't do it, but keep doing it. And it fades with time. On the other hand, once you give in and lose faith in yourself, you never know what you can do. You get stuck in the circle. You accept defeat and fear. You give in to this slight setback and become stagnated. Sooner or later, those who win are those who believe in their abilities. Man often becomes who they think they are and what they can do. As you think in your heart, so are you. Don't stay fixated on negative momentum. Shift your focus. Open your eyes, open your mind. Doubt is actually normal. But what isn't normal is dwelling in doubt. So believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Because you are a winner. And each time you feel that doubt coming into your heart, you must speak back to it because it is a spirit. You see, just as you hear convictions that tells you to do something, so it is with the voice that comes with doubt. It speaks continuously and wants to hammer each word by pounding and saying words like you can't, you won't, you haven't, no one has done it, it is never done in your family. You know, these words, when you give them attention, they magnify themselves and become albatrosses to those things you would have loved to do. But the moment you see them as personalities speaking to you and you respond to them by speaking back and telling them, no, you can. Yes, there is no one that has done it before, but I can start off because there is always a beginning of a thing. Those voices would naturally fade to oblivion. When you turn back looking for them, you would never see them. You see, the giant called doubt is so large, and the more you see it as so mighty, you will never use your sling and a stone to bring it down. But the moment you speak to that giant called doubt and tell it that who are you before me, be it a mountain, it definitely will respond. You see, people always would bring doubt to you when you decide to speak up on what you intend to do. And so many times, in order to deal with that, you must learn not to speak up of what you have in mind. You just begin. Let others see you do it. And there are some that are so brazen that they can come face you and wonder why you are doing this because it doesn't look like the norm. This is the time to learn how to speak back to them by telling them that you are not conform to norms because you choose your path. You see, those that think outside the box are those that do not allow the voice of doubt to speak to them. They speak back to it because they know at the end of the day, when they win, they become the highlight of everybody's discussion. Doubt can come, but choose not to allow it to grow on your mind. You see, they say birds make nests, but you could choose not to allow them make the nest on top of your head. And so it is with doubt. Kick doubt out of your mind and believe in yourself. And procrastination. It's Thursday evening and time is running out. You're frantically working on finishing a task before the deadline while silently berating yourself for putting it off earlier. What led to this? What happened? Why did you lose interest? You could have done this earlier. You prepare to work when you have time but end up wasting hours on social media. Now you have to rush. Does this sound recognizable or relatable? In that case, you are not alone. Many of us fall victim to the lure of procrastination. It's a battle in mind, an active process where you decide to do something different from what you need to do. You choose the more enjoyable activity and ignore the critical task. Procrastination is like a raging war in your head, a battle with no guns. All you hear is weakness and laziness sneaking around. You put things off because at that moment, It's easier to indulge yourself. It's more comfortable to watch a movie. After all, you have time. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow and then spend the next 5 days indifferent to the work. It looks like you don't have to do it tomorrow. You can do it later. Later doesn't come. Later doesn't show up until the deadline hits, and you must rush. Procrastination is a pitfall. If you really want to change, suppose you want to win this raging conflict in your mind, suppose you're going to get out of the horrible circle, start to work now. The moment you think about the work set for you, could you do it? It doesn't matter if it's still early. Just do it. Do something productive towards what you are trying to come to be. When you think about it, start it immediately. The people who tell themselves they will start tomorrow never start tomorrow. All you have to do is to kill procrastination is start. Make a move. Get up. Pick a pen. Turn the computer on. Just start, and procrastination fades. Don't make the mistake of sitting and thinking about how to overcome procrastination. You won't stop thinking. The thoughts of your flaw will overwhelm you. You will even ignore more work while thinking about your challenge. Just start working. Stop waiting for something or someone to push you. Push yourself. Every day, give yourself a push. Tell yourself to be productive. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say you will be fruitful. Are you going for lunch? Tell yourself you will do the work. At the night, give yourself another push. Remind yourself that you will wake up tomorrow ready to tackle any task. Be intentional. Be very deliberate. You own your feelings. You control your emotions. When you think you are not in the mood to work, know the issue is you. Take control of your feelings and choices. Do the work. When you see yourself avoiding a task because it feels tedious and tiring, own your feelings. Remind yourself of the work ahead. Your emotions are subject to you. Own them. Commit to the job. Focus on doing. Focus on productivity. Act as you go. Tackle tasks as soon as they arrive. Don't let them build up over another day. You have a choice in what you do, and when you do it, you have the power. Rephrase your inner dialogue. You don't just have to work. You don't only need to work. You choose to do the work. Take total control of your workload. Suppose something throws you off and ruins the work mood. Look for something to throw you back on immediately. The only way to get out of that mental trap. Stop thinking and start doing. If you push yourself to start, you will most likely keep going. Don't wait for the best. Do it right now. You don't have to be in a certain mood. Your brain doesn't have to be in any frequency. You can do what you want when you want to do it. You don't even have to know how immediately. Just do it. Commit yourself to wake up every single day and push. Push yourself to do one productive thing every day for the whole week. That's all. Ignore how big it is. There's always going to be a reason to wait. There's always going to be something that makes the task super inconvenient. The busy schedule might overwhelm you. Work through it. Do what it takes presently since you want it bad enough. Never allow anything to put you down, not your mind, not things around you, not the environment, not even your friend, because you need it done. Just tell yourself it has to be done. You see, procrastination would always have friends that would help you stay where you want. But the truth of it, if you must move forward, you must speak to your inner self. You know, I told you at the beginning that it's in the mind. It's a mind fight, and it's a war without guns. Fight it. Tell yourself. Speak to yourself. Act upon yourself. quicken your spirit and speak to your mind that you will do it even if it does not look like there is a reward, because it has to be done. So if you must, do everything possible and deal with procrastination. It's always a thief of time that steals time, that never ever gets bought back. They say once you lose on time, you cannot gain it back. And that is the reason why you should bear the mind of keeping sure and making sure that procrastination becomes your number one enemy. Choose to make it an enemy. You don't give an enemy a breathing space. See it and perceive procrastination as such, so that when it comes, you deal with it squarely, you address it straightly, and you get the result. If there is anyone that would win the battle against procrastination, it is you and no one else. You need to win this war, because your time, your energy, your money, your joy had been stolen before. Do not allow procrastination to steal from you again. If you don't commit 100%, you won't make it. It will be challenging initially, but it won't stay that way. Stick with it, give it time, work through the discomfort. Procrastination will become a thing of the past, and productivity will be your present. Be deliberate, be intentional, end procrastination now. Get off your comfort zone. We all know the animals called leopards, and one fact about them is that they are land animals, right? They survive by preying on other animals which are of lesser strength and easily vulnerable. They do not live in water because they are not aquatic animals. They have their own habitat which naturally negates being in water. There is an amazing thing about this animal though. When the chips are down and when it's time for their need to hunt for food for survival, they go against nature itself. The leopard can do anything extraordinary, especially when the food is very, very important to them. They have realized that survival in the jungle is for the fittest, and one who can think outside the box must do so, because there are times that food may not be enough for all in the jungle. And so, they hunt their prey outside the natural habitats and head straight into an extremely uncomfortable and unconformable environment by saying no to nature. Their instincts for survival could make them do unimaginable and the unthinkable, and they get results. They fight for what they want, and know the beautiful part, they get it. They dive into the waters to catch their prey in order to have food, because they need to live. This is to say that they break or suspend the law of nature to get what they need. This quality is one strong point you must imbibe in order to be successful. You cannot remain within the confines of your comfort zone and think you can achieve more than the regular or the basic. Daily, the available is becoming less for the growing number of population on Earth, and the success is being narrowed to those who do the extra and go beyond the ordinary. In other words, witness is the rule of the game, and the game changer for those that want to get extraordinary results. Are you still comfortable in your comfort zone, waiting for miracles without moving out and taking responsibilities? Listen, God says He will bless the works of your hands and not the works of your comfort zone. He didn't say you should sit and wait for the work to drop on your lap as a bag of cherry. It says create it and work on it. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. The moment you choose to be different, it does not have to conform with what people think, so long as it is legitimate, moral, and can change you for the better. You will get the results. Break the gender barrier, break the religious barrier, break the class barrier by choosing to be the first in your family to reach that goal. Break the racial barrier because your skin color should not keep you in your comfort zone. Dare to be the odd one out who wants to make the difference for your race that eventually should stand you out. Don't listen to what people say, because they will always talk. If they see me doing what seems beneath my class, or it's not common within my gender, that voice only keeps you in your comfort zone that will not add anything good for you. If you allow that, you will be doing yourself a great injustice and disservice, and in fact will change your class, your gender, and your race. So jump into the impossible habitat. If it means you crawling, do it. If it looks like you have to lower your standard, do it. If you must shut your eyes to prying eyes, do it. If you must shut your ears to noise of distractors, critics, and jurors, go ahead, do it. Your results will in the end respond to their negativity, and they will bow to your success and be left to be the ones to swallow their words. You see, success, someone rightly said, is the answer that settles every argument. For some, you must change your environment and the circle of friends. For so long, you've lived at the spot and done what everyone does. Have you not seen any changes? That is the comfort zone. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get different results. For some, it is to change thinking patterns that have limited you. You have fed yourself pills of limitations and impossibilities, and until you detoxicate yourself of them, the resultant effect will be the same. Break from the family beliefs that have confined you to average performance and comfort zone that every other member had set as the family's goal. They've drawn boundaries claiming that there are where your limits are, and you've agreed to it. You don't have to follow the patterns. Create your own world. Be the pace setter like Abraham did. Abraham didn't have to live where his father lived because he knew remaining in Haran kept him limited and in a comfort zone that does not add value. Dare to call yourself what you want to become, even when nothing seems like it. That's being outside the comfort zone. Withstand the jeers and taunting that others release upon you. It's just a matter of time. The name will surely negate their appellation. If the Wright brothers had not stepped out to work unseen and iron still fly in the skies, even when none existed, we never would have had airplanes. They stepped out and worked day and night, correcting the mistakes and going back to the drawing table after first attempt failed until it worked. What does the financial report say? Choose to reverse it and step out of your comfort zone. Begin a culture of saving, no matter how small. Set a target for yourself. Put a stop to early gratification. You must not attend every party. You must not respond to every call for help by every family member. Check out and block all the channels that are money leakages. Say no to cravings for clothing, food, and travel that are unnecessary. Your habitat must not always be comfortable because you have a target. Get out in the cold and work extra mile in order to gather that money needed for your target. Are you a student and you think your results aren't what you planned? Get off that comfort chair and begin to work extra mile. Burn the candles and open up those who know better. Accept that you don't, and very soon your knowledge will never be taken from you. You don't need anyone's permission to succeed. All you need is to give yourself the permission to succeed. Choose it by recreating and refining what gives you success.